It is the day that I'm working towards making it my favorite day of the week. Currently, I love Wednesdays because it's just in the middle, man. There's something about Wednesday because it's not too far to the weekend and it's also halfway through the week. So it's just that balanced day. Working towards changing or adding Monday as my favorite day of the week, because it has that fresh start kind of vibes. Like you did what you needed to do during the last week, you did what you needed to do on weekend, and now Monday it's like a fresh start. It's like how we always say we want to go to the gym. If I could start on a Monday, it would have like a good start kind of vibes. So I'm working towards that. I've been procrastinating making these such videos. I don't know why. So I've decided to just go for it. And right now, what I do is just open a camera and start talking. And the editing is not so perfect. The lighting is so not perfect because I've decided that if I don't start, if I'm waiting until I have the right equipment or I have the right lighting and everything, I'll never start. So right now, what we're gonna do is to just open the camera and just speak. Hopefully, we'll get to a point where we really are into the zone where we can put in some much more effort into making sure that the videos are clear and audible. But for now, it's all about starting. I'm gonna try and keep it short. I think we're still continuing on the conversation of joining corporate world for the first time or being in a position, being promoted or starting a new position this year. And today, what we will talk about, it's two things. The first one is that this week, okay, the past couple of weeks, you would have been at the workplace starting to know your colleagues, starting to know your new team, your environment, and the responsibilities that you have on your role. You probably would have spent those last 2 weeks getting to know your office, your desk, and everything around your new job or your new position. Now we need to start building on to creating the best foundation for your future or your career. And this week, I want us to start on working on our career goal setting. You see how in a new year we usually sit down and set some resolutions for the year to say I want to achieve this, I want to go to the gym, I want to eat healthy, I want my dream job, I want my dream car. Like we said all those things. Now I want us to zoom into the goal of your career. You would have manifested the position that you are in right now, but now because you've joined the company, you've joined the organization or the position you are in, you kind of now know your responsibilities. You kind of now know what is expected of you in this new position of yours. You then need to start setting your goals. So when we set career goals, we need to start them small. Set your 6 month goals and then set your 1 year goal to say, in the next 6 months, this is what I want to achieve. And then in the next full year, this is what by the end of 2025, I need to have achieved in this new position of mine. That way, every day when you wake up, you go to work, you will be intentional about going to work because you would have a goal to achieve. So you would go to work with an intention. On top of my mind, some of the things that need to be into your goal setting, it's the skills. Yes, you managed to get the position that you got because you are deserving of the position, but what are the new skills you want to learn into your positions, or what are the new skills that you want to advance? You probably already know how to maneuver Excel, but now you want to be able to use Excel on an advanced level. Now you need to put that on your goal to say, I need to work on my digital acumens, I need to work on my communication acumens, kind of things that you need to set on. So pace yourself. Use this whole week, you each day by day, trying to update your goal setting. Remember, you're the one that knows the responsibilities that you have in your position. So based on that, you need to build your goals based on that so that you can have an impactful year, so that you don't just tick a box because you need to do this. You wake up in the morning and just do it. But you must be able to say by the end of the year, you have done all the responsibilities that you needed to do, but you've also gained something out of the position. You've advanced. You're not the same person as you were at the beginning of the year. So we will keep on adding up to this conversation in terms of what do you need to do now when you've set your goals? Here are my goals for the 6 months. Here are my goals for the year. So what do I need to do with going forward? And the second part to this video is that another special cohort that is joining the corporate environment for the first time is the group of aspiring CASAs that will be starting their articles. And I know this week that they will be writing their IAC. So whether you're writing for the first time or you are writing it for the second time, all the best, all the best. A little bit of some tips from what I managed to do to be able to pass the board exam is I passed it on second attempt, right? The first attempt, even mentally, I feel like I wasn't ready for it because I had already told myself even before I go write that I am tired, and if I had a choice, I would write on the second sitting, which is June. So even having those doubts before I even went to write, I feel like the energy and the effort I put in on the exam, it was a giveaway that I will fail because I had already didn't put in that much effort into it. And then when it comes to the second attempt, then that's when I started now applying myself. The first thing I told myself, it was that I will pass the exam. It was in my mind, and I think it was even in my mind before. Remember, as I had mentioned that even for the first one, I had no energy or whatsoever because in my mind I had already told myself that I would like to write in June. But because there is an available attempt in Jan, I was like, okay, I'll go for it anyway. Go and see how it goes like in Jan. But I think being in a state of mind where you are already told yourself that I am going in for this exam and I'm going to pass it, that's the first thing that you need to do when you go into that exam. And secondly, time management. When I was still doing my CTA, I think the biggest lesson we were taught is that 1 mark equals to 1.5 minutes. So when you get your question paper, you must calculate your time. If the question paper says the required is out of 10 marks, take that 10 marks and times it by 1.5. And that's the amount of time you need to spend on that required. Don't get too attached to the requirement. Some of the requirements you get them, and because you've studied and you know it, you want to pour your heart out into that question to even eat out on the time you should be spending on other questions. Do not do that. Time yourself in a way that when the time is up, you are done with that question, you move on to the next one. When you write until the time is up and then you move on to the next question, you're allowing yourself to apply your mind and your energy to the next question. So time management is very important. Make sure by the end of that exam you've answered each and every question that was asked in the question paper. That is the most important thing. It increases your chance of passing because you have answered all the questions. And the next one, I would say be positive, like have confidence, write that, answer that question with so much confidence. Like let the marker, even when they are going through your answer sheet, see the confidence out of your responses. Even if you're wrong, but there's something about the confidence. There's something when you're reading someone's response and it has so much confidence as if this person was so sure that they're right. So, because that gives you the energy to apply yourself in the required and answer it accordingly. And I think just enjoy yourself, man. Trust your knowledge. Trust your knowledge, especially for the first time attempters. You just came out of CTA. You passed that CTA because you are brilliant, because you are clever, because you know you're technical. So go in there with that confidence because you know it. You just need to go in there and apply yourself, and trust me, you will pass it. All the best, all the best. Good luck, and we can't wait to receive all of you guys in your different spaces where you'll be starting your articles. And see you on the next video when we talk more about what do you then do once you've set your goals. What is the next step? Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so that you can be informed every time. And yeah, man, thank you very much.